I'm back with another reading, another segment, another chapter from the fall of America. Before we get started into this reading, and we're gonna get this done quick. Please go to my YouTube channel at the Nasty Pastor. Like, share, comment. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Next thing I want to say to you, if you've been viewing this chapter, if you've been streaming this chapter I'm on, which is called Self First, you know, if you went on and read the chapter already, if you're just following my readings, can you agree that you can't put yourself first? Can you? You know, even if you don't have any children, can you put yourself first? That's all I want to know. You got me. There was a time I walked as an atheist and I was putting myself first. But then I woke up and I realized I'm not the creator of me. You got what I'm saying? There's something beyond my parents. You understand? Beyond my parents. Got me? Anyway, you're with the Nasty Pastor. Let's dig into this. Self first. Think for self first. I like that. I like that part. I like the part that you sit down and there's an issue, there's a answer you may need to give, and you will rather, you know, figure it yourself before you take it to someone else. I do like that. I do agree with that. When Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. talked with me at my home, I saw in him that he wanted to believe me, but he was so afraid of his enemies. Self first, you cannot serve two masters. I tried my best to put fearlessness in him. You get it? You get where you go wrong at? Trying to put fear in people. But then the minister Muhammad is explaining to me in this reading that Martin Luther King Jr. is scared of the white people, and he was never scared of them. He attacked the issues on a patient, non-militant level to get our civil rights done. You understand what I'm saying? To get us civil rights right in this country, to be respected in this country, to have the same rights as our oppressors have, as our, you know, if need to be said, the white community have, the Asian community have, because back then, them probably was the most, you had, you know, whites, Asians, and blacks. You got what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Dominicans, what else can I say? I can't even say Mexicans was really here. You know what I mean? If they was here, it was not, how to put it, as dominant as it is now. And that go for Colombians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, all of that. You got what I'm saying? Me growing up in the 70s, me being born in the 70s, the three cultures you saw, black, white, Asian. And the reason I'm gonna throw the Jewish culture up under there, you got what I'm saying? For the simple fact, we're into Islam. We're speaking about Islam. We're looking at how things was viewed in the 1970s. Me processing what I'm seeing. Me allowing my uncles to nurture me in Islam. You got what I'm saying? Like I said, if you go ask your elders, you know, 50, 60-year-old people born in the 70s, born in the 1960s, if they're alive, and you could touch down to some people in the 1980s, they looked at any pale-faced person as a white person, as a European. You understand what I'm saying? So the Jewish culture back then went up under the white community, went up under the European community, whether it was right, whether it was wrong. That's how it was viewed. Now let's get back to this reading. I tried my best to put fearlessness in him. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. admitted to me that I am teaching right. Let me back this up. Fearlessness. So I guess he's trying to really talk to this man and tell him not to fear them, right? Is that's where I got the meaning of it wrong? No, I ain't get the meaning of it wrong. You got what I'm saying? Because Islam dealt with fear. They come and put fear in you. You understand what I'm saying? That what all the hate talk about, the militant ways about, the combat boots, the black boots, look, they was militant. So they put fear in you to make you listen, to get you to do what they want you to do. I grew up under that. You got what I'm saying? I grew up under a Muslim in my face yelling at me, and not yelling at me because I done something wrong, yelling at me trying to explain something to me. So why are you in a 5-6-year-old face yelling? They don't get that part of it. You got what I'm saying? I don't get it. I ain't do it to mine. You got what I'm saying? I ain't even do it to the son-in-laws. You understand what I'm saying? I may have yelled, but I won't in their face, and I won't put fear in them. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. admitted to me that I am teaching right. He admitted that the white man is the devil, but he was afraid to take a stand and preach that the white man is the devil. And I'm going to say this to you once again. This book came out in 1973. You do your research and figure out when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. And if he was assassinated before this book came out, this should have been omitted, because he's not here to stand on what's in this book that this man said he said. So in the court of law, that is considered what? Assumption. You know what I mean? I forgot the terminology for real, but you're speaking about something you can't prove. Let's get back into this. The white man has set Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. up with a $50,000 Nobel Peace Prize. For this money, the white man desired that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. go to hell with the devil. And I don't get that part. You got what I'm saying? Because for real, if you really look at the marches that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was leading, you could see that was white people, white faces on the front line, on the second line, backing this man. So what do you really think Martin Luther King Jr. did with that $50,000? I bet you he funneled it back into the black community. I bet you he did that. So I say this to you right here, to be given that honor, to be given that that recognition. Any religion under the black community should have praised this man, should have followed in this man's footsteps. You know, the leaders, the speakers, the motivators should have followed in this man's footsteps. You got what I'm saying? Because I refuse to believe that $50,000 just went to his family. I know that man helped a lot of families. You got what I'm saying? If you think how to put this, if you think I'm doing what I just said earlier about Martin Luther King admitting to Minister Elijah Muhammad that the white man is the devil, you got what I'm saying? That the white man is the devil, that is like in the court of law, accusations, presumption, whatever the right word is, you assuming, you don't have the proof to do that. I bet you there are families out here, There are families out here that can tell you, yeah, that can tell you, yeah, this is what he did. He put that into that church. This is what he did. He put this into feeding these people. This is what he did. He went on and got us some vehicles so that we didn't have to march all the way here. We didn't have to march all the way there. He went on and got some books for these little kids to read. He went on and funneled some of that money into these lawyers. You got what I'm saying? To these lawyers that helped us get our civil rights. For this money, the white man desired that Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. go to hell with the devil. The devil did take Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. to hell. If Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. had lasted to this day, he would have been in the same corner with me. The devil had Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. in his power through fear. But God-hearted black brother Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. had a good heart, but he was yet dead spiritually. Yet he was smart enough in his studies to see the truth of what I am saying. So I went down to the Coliseum that we had rented for a mass meeting and told the public what a great time Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and I had at my home. I told the public what a great man Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was, and the white enemy showed Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. what a great man he was, and he set Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. up with the prize money. Just as it is written, the arch deceiver is capable of deceiving the whole world, except God's last messenger, Lamb, Bible, Revelations. We're going to stop it right there because I'm about over my time. And I just want to say this to you right here, you know. There we go. I just want to say this to you right quick, you know what I mean? The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King lived through racism. The minister Elijah Muhammad lived through racism. And I'm not going to say that racism is not alive. It is. But the most messed up part about this, there is racism within your own community. So if there's racism within your own community, don't you think it's time to just shut up and stop pointing the finger to another community? Don't you think it's time to look yourself in the mirror, figure out why you don't like this person, why you don't like this person, why you're that negative to that person? And if you come up and don't have a reason, that's the definition of racism. You got what I'm saying? You really don't have a reason not to like someone. You got, that's how I view racism. You got what I'm saying? That's how I view it. I view it through jealousy. I view it through envy. I view it through it's another word, but that's how I view racism. You got what I'm saying? People being jealous of you. People envying you. You feel me? And if you're going to tell me us Kemites was not envied, then you don't know the culture. And what you are is a live, walking, living stigma in the black community. Once again, you have been with the Nasty Pastor. This has been a chapter reading from the Fall of America. And I'm going to say this to you once again. You got what I'm saying? You shouldn't fear no man. You feel me? No man. No one. You feel me? Definitely don't fear Satan. You get me? Definitely don't. What's wrong with you speaking? What's wrong with you sharing your ideas, your understanding to anyone? What's wrong with it? We have an amendment in our laws that says we have free speech. Now, within that free speech, they have figured ways to incarcerate you because you're how to put it, you're going against in a way that you're really a communist, if that's the right word to choose. You're really a communist within this country. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, they'll come lock you up. You got what I'm saying? They'll come lock you up. They'll come deport you. They'll ban you from ever being in America. You got what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, you're with the Nasty Pastor. Please go to my YouTube channel at the Nasty Pastor. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. You got what I'm saying? And look, love yourself. Got me? Love yourself. Pay attention to yourself so you can pay attention to others. You got me? And when I said pay attention to yourself so you can pay attention to others, you can realize and recognize the wrongs in you. I'm out, and I love you.